struggled to the Spurs last night. Russell Westbrook finished with 19 points but struggled in crunch time. He missed all 3 of his shots, including 2 air balls, and turned the ball over twice in the final minutes. Let's take a listen to Westbrook at the end of the game.
Russ, I'm just going to ask you, the shots down the stretch in the fourth quarter, the 2 threes specifically, are those shots that you look back on and dwell on them and think, wish I wouldn't have taken them, or is it just on to the next one and forget?
What'd you think?
I don't know. It doesn't matter what I think.
Yeah, you know me.
Shannon, how much blame does Russ deserve for the loss?
All of it. I don't know how much blame it is, but however much it is, he deserves it. So if you want 20%, he gets all of that. You want 50%, he gets that too. If it's 100, he gets it all.
Okay, give him 100.
The guy that we were just talking about.
Yep.
If you want to know why he's there, all you had to do was look at the last 3 minutes of this ball game. Without saying anything, it would tell you everything you need to know why Kevin Durant packed up his bags and moved out to the Bay. Skip, in the last 3 minutes of this ball game, OKC had 7 possessions. 7. If anybody other than Russell Westbrook touched the basketball, something good happened. 7 possessions. 1 possession, Westbrook turnover. Westbrook air ball. Westbrook misses a 5-footer. Adams tips it in. I got no problem with that. That's a good shot. 5-footer. Paul George gets fouled, attempting the 3, makes all 3 free throws. Westbrook air ball. Paul George makes a 3. You see a recurring theme there? See, this is why I can't have any trust in them, because when the rubber meets the road, now Paul George is it was 2 for 3 before Russell shot these air balls. He was 2 for 2. Carmelo 3 for 6. Now
he's 3 for 3.
No, he ended up 3 for 3 because he made his last.
But on 3-point shots.
Yeah, Paul George was 3 for 3.
No, Melo was 3 for 3.
No, he ended up 3
took no shots in the fourth quarter. He got no shots, right?
Yeah, he was 3 for 3. You're right.
Okay.
You're right. Paul George was 3 for 6.
Yeah.
Melo was 3 for 3. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Melo is 3 for 3. Paul George is 3 for 6.
But Melo didn't even touch the ball.
And that's the thing. You would think, okay, I know, Russ, this is your team. But what LeBron is very good at, and most players are good at, instead of trying to be the hero, let me find the guy that has the hot hand.
Yep.
Melo had the hot hand from 3. Paul George was getting it going from 3. He's shooting the ball. One of the first air balls was like with 6 seconds on the clock. You got time to get a good shot.
I agree.
The second air ball was with 14 seconds. So you got opportunities to get better looks than what you're taking. I get it, Russ. This is your team. But at this juncture of the ball game, you see, you're 7-17. Man, I ain't got it tonight. Okay, let me find somebody that does have it. Carmelo, you hadn't taken a whole bunch of shots, but you got it going from 3. Melo, here you go. Paul George, you getting it going. Here you go. But that's not how he can't help himself. He wants to be the hero on every turn. And sometimes there are times, you made the big 3 a couple of nights ago, Skip, but more times than not, he can't get out of his own way.
Yep.
This is why I say they're not a serious threat to to the Rockets or Golden State for this very reason, because he can't help himself. He wants to be the hero, and he won't allow other guys to pitch in and help him.
Yet, earlier this basketball season, when the Thunder was struggling, my man Shannon Sharp sat across from me and said, Russ has just got to take it back over.
Yes.
He's deferring too much. His points have fallen off. Remember, he went from 30 to 20. He's still 30 to 20, 30
25.
last year to 25 now.
Yes.
And you said he just got to seize the reins and do it himself, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, which is it?
No, Skip, this is LeBron's team. Everybody knows the Cleveland Cavaliers is his team. But when he doesn't have him going, what's he going to do, Skip?
Yeah, he's the best passer in basketball. Russell has had to...
The man averaged a triple-double, so he can't be that shoddy.
He had to teach himself how to do that. It was mostly by getting to the rim and just laying it off to Steven Adams.
Well, okay, we'll get to the rim and lay it off to Steven Adams. You don't need those 30-footers, 35-footers, Skip, with 6 seconds and 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Yep.
I get it. Yes, I'm saying he needed to be more aggressive.
Yep.
But when you don't have it going, you give it to someone who does. Because at the end of the day, Russell, they're going to give you the credit because, like, hey, Russ, hey, that was a great pass to Paul George. That was a great pass to Melo. But he just couldn't help himself.
Yep, I got it. So, I do agree with you. Russell Westbrook deserves 100% of the blame for what happened last night. But before I tell you why I think that, I also am going to tell you quickly and briefly that Broccoli deserved 100% of the credit last night. And I'm talking about the San Antonio Spurs because, just for the record, LaMarcus Aldridge was questionable for this game with a knee contusion, and LaMarcus Aldridge sucked it up and said, I am going to play.
I know what you're trying to do, Skip.
Well, it's not what I'm trying to do. It's what I am doing, because Kawhi Leonard, once again, did not even show up to sit at the end of the bench. He had been for a while, at least to lend a little moral support. So LaMarcus said, watch what I'll do for my team. This was a desperation game for them. And the Spurs played undermanned. They're obviously down a star. They played with classic Spurs pride and guts and heart and all those cliches you want to throw out there. But this was a desperate effort by a team that was at risk going into last night's home game of missing the playoffs. And they're down 3 going to the fourth quarter. And they made a bunch of big shots in the fourth. Danny Green made, way to go, Danny, made 2 huge threes. Davis Bertans made a big 3 in the fourth quarter. And little Patty Mills and young DeJounte Murray made it really hard on Russell Westbrook. They were all over him in the fourth quarter. You got to give them a little credit for the defense they played on the whirling dervish that can be Russell Westbrook.
That's my point, Skip.
Okay.
They're all over him.
They were all over him. I'm with you. I agree with this. But what I still love and respect about Russell Westbrook is he is going to try to run through that brick wall in the fourth quarter, whether you like it or not, because he still believes fiercely he can get it done. That's just his mentality. And you're right. That's exactly why Kevin Durant fled to Golden State. Nobody wanted to hear it, but that was the God's truth of what happened there. So last night, there are times when he will make these shots.
Yeah.
He's much better getting to the rim and making them at the rim.
Correct.
He's now shooting 29% from 3 for this year. That won't work,
Right.
especially in clutch situations. He didn't just miss. He shot an air ball with 2 minutes left and an air ball with 14 seconds left. That won't work. And when he shot the one with 14 seconds left, of course, I'm rooting for the Spurs. I'm closing my eyes because I just thought he'd nail that one, and it didn't even come close. Right. He actually chased it to the rim because he knew it was so bad he was going to try to, like, catch it in the air. That's how poorly he shot it.
And that's the thing, Skip. So Russell, in your mind, you believe that fourth shot was the best opportunity for you guys to get.
Got it. Okay. All right. But let's do the big picture. Since probably about the time we did it on the show, December 1st, Thunder are struggling. Is this experiment going to work? You know, at the trade deadline, will Sam Presti unload Paul George and Melo? You know, will they just give up the ship and go forward with Russ or bust? And what happened starting on December 1st until now? The Oklahoma City Thunder have the 4th best record in the NBA since December 1st. Well, it's almost all because of that point guard, right? And look at what he's averaging. Even now, he's at 25 points, but 9.7 rebounds. So if you want to round up, he's to a triple-double because he's 10.1 assists. Yeah. So he's in the ballpark of where he was a year ago. Well, you got to give him that because it's extraordinary how he does it, but it's selfish basketball. It's just how he is.
What did he end up with last night as far as the assist total? 5.
Not good.
And he had 7 turnovers. So imagine if he'd had, let's just say for the sake of argument, 7 assists.
No. Well,
but he can't help himself.
But there are some nights when Paul George and Melo are disasters.
Right.
But on this night, I was very happy he did not share the basketball.
But I bet you are.
Yeah.
Because your team was about to miss the playoffs.
That's what I just said. We're down 3 going to the 4th. Think about that.
But I think the mark of a great point guard or whatever it is, a great leader, is to understand. And sometimes Russ doesn't understand. It's okay, Russ. We know this is your team, but you didn't have it last night. So when you don't have it, how about pass it off?
And I got to tell you, I'm going to be objective about this because I still think this Thunder team can rise to a level of a Golden State or a Houston. Those are the teams they play the best. Those two. Trust me, if they can get to one of those, I'm not sure they're even going to get there at the rate they're going right now. But Russell Westbrook, for the whole year, in late and close situations, which is the last 4 minutes of a game where it's a 2-point game, or game on the line situations, was the last 24 seconds of a game with it in 3 points, he's horrendous. He's like, in the late and close, he's 5 for 30 from 3, and in the game on the line, he's 3 for 11 from 3. So he's been horrendous in late game, but in total impact, they still have the fourth best record since December 1st. So you can't take that away.
Yeah, they
And
could have the first or second best.
Okay, but they have two big blowout wins against Golden State, and on Christmas Day, they beat James Harden and company and beat them pretty soundly.
Yeah, and they got that win over Cleveland.
Yeah. Well, that was 148 points worth.
Yeah, but you saw what we did, too. Went back up there.
You went back up there.
Yeah.
You did it. You did it. So it's all done. It's over.
Stop!
Throw the Eastern Conference parade in Cleveland.
Why you do that?
Because it's a cakewalk. It's over. There's not even
Stop
a lead
it.
in your way.
I know what you're trying to do.
Huh?
Stop it.
I'm not trying to do
you are.
anything.
You're
But the
trying to
pressure
do-
is mounting on LeBron.
Are you going to give a speech at the parade this year?
Might, you know.
You might?
A little something.
We should do the prayer.
But you
Right?
drive LeBron's car in the parade, right?
Nah, I'm going to be sitting up there waving, too.
Oh,
Me and him and sit down and Brian.
And you'll be right in the
Brian
middle.
and Zuri.
You'll be
I'm
sitting
waving
between
to
them. Well, that would be a sight.
What?
That's where you feel like you belong?
Yeah, I'm a part of this. I'm a big
Was
part of this.
Michael Jordan a bad influence on Tiger Woods? We'll discuss that next.